Today marks International Nurses Day. Mpumalanga Premier Refilwe Mtshweni-Tsipane will commemorate the day in Mbombela. Our reporter Tumelo Mochogo is on that story. Tumelo, what's the Premier saying this morning?
Well, good morning, Desiree, and good morning to our viewers. Well, indeed, today is the celebration of International Nurses Day. This is where the day we celebrate nurses and the important work that they do on a daily basis in different hospitals and clinics across the province. You remember that this province also, we've been faced with challenges, especially with infrastructure, shortage of nurses, and also the fact that we don't even have enough nurses in the hospitals and clinics across this province. But let's speak to Denosa Secretary, Acting Secretary, Thulani Masombuka. Just thank you so much for joining us this morning. Just talk to us about what does this day, Nurses Day, mean to you guys as Denosa and also as nurses?
Thank you very much, and let me greet all the viewers at home. This day, it is a birthday of the first nurse in the world, Florence Nightingale. So it was then identified by the International Council of Nurses that the 12th of May will be then the International Nurses Day that is celebrated the whole world. Denosa, it's the only association or affiliate in South Africa that is affiliated with the International Council of Nurses. Hence, we are the custodian and only association that is allowed to celebrate this day. So in Mpumalanga, this is how we are celebrating this day to celebrate all the good work that is done by nurses in the whole country.
And also talk to us about the challenges that you guys may face. We know there's a shortage of nurses in different hospitals and different clinics in this province. What are the challenges that you would say that you guys are facing in Mpumalanga?
Yeah, the big challenges that we are having is the shortage of staff. That will be our top number one always. Currently, we are worse after the pandemic. A lot of nurses have died. Some have retired due to illnesses, and there are no replacements of all those nurses. It makes the situation to be very bad in the institution, in almost the institutions, and that is affecting nurses because of now the community is fighting nurses always when they come for the issue of the long queues and so on. And it is not caused by the laziness or anything wrong by nurses, but it's because of they are short staffed and the population continue to grow, and then hence while the nurses remain to be most affected in this issue. Another issue that we are affected is the issue of safety. The safety of nurses in the province, it's a very serious bad situation. We have been fighting this with the Department of Health, but we understand their situation. The problem it is the Mpumalanga government that it is holding the management of security in the province with the Department of Safety. We've been crying that Honorable Premier, please bring back the management of safety back to Department of Health, because of when we are crying for a additional security guard, for example, Department of Health must then talk to safety. Safety will say we don't have money to add, and we remain vulnerable. There are no CCTV cameras in most of the institutions. You'll find that there's only one security guard in the whole clinic. That will remain only in the gate. Inside of the institutions, if anything can happen, the nurses and health workers at large, they remain unsafe. The last issue that it is most on top of us is the issue of the infrastructure. Currently, our province has only one Mpumalanga College of Nursing compared to other provinces. Before, it used to take around 215 nurses per year. Currently, we are taking only 70 for the entire province, and that will affect the production of the nurses. But the most issue that is affected is the change of the nursing curriculum. But if our department can fast track the renovations of the all identified public nursing schools, this will assist, because of really as we are crying now, in the coming years, we'll be crying worse because of taking 70 during the end year. Around 50 will be graduating. How will you distribute the 50 in all institutions in the province? It is the most affecting matter, and that is demoralizing nurses. That is taking the morale down of nurses. So if those issues can be really be attended to, we think this issue can be better. Nurses can enjoy going to work. Now nurses are really burnt out. They are tired. They are not even taken care by the government. We are coming from COVID. Everyone was on lockdown, but nurses continued to be at work. No one cares. There's no one who say thank you. No one who brings a form of counseling to them. No one is. The government doesn't even want to say thank you with that little money or cent to say, nurses, thank you for what you did for COVID-19. What is expected is just for them to continue to work.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Thulani Masombuka. He is the acting secretary of Denosa here in the province, just talking to us about the issues that they are facing, Desiree. Talking about the issue of COVID-19 that has killed so many of their nurses, and also, like most of the nurses have retired. They don't have enough staff. They are crying about the issues of shortage of staff in clinics and hospitals, issues of infrastructure, safety, which is an important issue also for them, because they have there are a number of incidents that have been happening in hospitals and clinics. So they are calling on the government to assist them and to ensure that those issues are being addressed. Desiree.
Tumelo, thank you so much for updating us. It's encouraging to see the good turnout of nurses at the event, and of course we're watching the whole country to see how nurses are attending to this.